basically a create a wrestler tutorial, right? Create a wrestler tutorial, because create a wrestler was very irritating when I first got this game, or even with the other Fire Pro Wrestling game, Fire Pro Wrestling Returns. Now, just for the sake of this video, we're going to start from the very beginning, because I'm going to make this easy for you so that when you create your character, you have an easy time with it, okay? Now, it doesn't take you a lifetime to figure all this stuff out. Now, as you can see on the right side, you see John Smith. See his nickname, his edit points, 117. 256 is the maximum amount. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, and how all that stuff works. His date of birth, all that stuff you see on the right hand side, everything except for his moves and his appearance, all that data is going to be under your name and profile. It's all going to be right here, right? Your birth date. You can make whatever birthday you want. A guy born in 2020, if you want him to be born this year, you can do that on here. Height, you can make him 7'10", which he's not going to be 7'10" over there. He's not going to be anywhere close to that, but you can make it say that. 551 is the limit on weight. I'm not sure why, but that's the limit. Anything past that, you just put unknown, I guess. But anyway, that's that. Okay, you have skills here. Now, as you can see, where it says critical ability. Now, these are your fighting styles. What type of fighter is he? I don't know what Panther means. I'd have to look at the handbook on this game, which is something you have to download. But, you know, it says his fighting style: shooter, fighter, grappler. I think fighter would be like MMA. Heel, you know, obviously that is, it's like a bad guy wrestler, basically. American, not sure what that is. I don't know, you know. I know what all this other stuff is. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, return skill. Vicious giant. You know, his return, his defensive skill set, basically, is what that is. You know, critical ability, finisher is good, but it, you know, if you use one of these, as you can see, it's going to use up 30 attributes to, you know, make my guy a submission fighter. My special skill, you know, if I'm creating an MMA fighter, I might go with submission or something like that, you know. It's a good idea for your submission wrestlers. Second wind, you know, warrior. Hard body. I think hard body means he's, his body is a little bit harder to destroy, like, you know, things like that. I don't know the exact details of what all this stuff means. Warrior is something, it has something to do with your character being really hard to beat, overcoming odds, things like that. I'm not 100% sure what all this stuff is, but I think a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory. Reborn might be like, he can sort of get us, just sort of make a comeback and be fresh or something along those lines. Those take up attributes, as you can see. Recovery, we all know what that is. How fast can he recover? If you want your guy to recover fast. Exchange blows. This is a little, it's like a little game where the guys go back and forth punching each other. I like to turn it off. I don't like it. It's up to you though. Neck endurance, we all know what that means. How much damage can his neck take, blah blah blah. We're going to come out of this. We won't spend too much time there. We get the point. I think what people are mainly interested in is appearance, so let's get into that now. I'm going to show you how to be a little bit quicker on this stuff, right? You know, we talked about this. Now, as you can see, he only has part of a head. That's because that head goes specifically with the hairstyle. So I'm going to press triangle. You see where that square is circling the heads? I'm going to hit triangle to go to the top. Like, if I want to create a female wrestler, right? I'm going to show female heads. But for this video, I'm going to go to female just for a second, right? So I like to use heads that have a whole head, right? You see some of them just have a face with no back of the head, right? I don't like those. That right there is baited, I'm pretty sure, from WWE, because these heads do represent real wrestlers. There's a way to look it up, you know. Here's a bald-headed woman, you know, that's her mouth. Now these layers right here, on the right hand side, you see me scrolling down. You can put so many of these, you can put more than one hair layer. Now look, remember, hit triangle, go up to hair, go to female, you know, if you want to do that. You don't necessarily need to do that because some of the male hairstyles work for females just as well because they look similar. If I want to use that, this character has like an older look. As you can see, she has a female head and a male body. Okay, so I'm going to go to chest and switch it over to female. We'll go to female 3. You want to match them up to the numbers if you want their coloration to look right. Basically, waist, female 2 is pretty similar. I'll go to female 3. Upper arm, yeah, this is a little time consuming, I will admit. Make all that stuff match, basically. You don't have to make a match, obviously. You can make a one with big muscles if that's what you want. But yes, you do have to go to each individual body part, which makes this game uniquely different from most games. Normally you wouldn't have to do that. Okay, so now we have a female, right? Her body's female. Basically, now I can change different parts of her body. Make her arms a little skinnier if I want. Make her hair a little smaller. Now, okay, now size. If I go to female, if I go to small, right? Or if I go to female, notice how the arms shift a little bit. It's like the female has slightly shorter arms. Her torso, it does look more like a woman to me. If you want to change the color of your character, you go to face. You move the left analog down. You know, if I want my character to be a black person, I just go down. But you can go fictional, create She-Hulk or something like that if you want, but I don't feel like doing that, so there we go. Now, chest. Now you can go shirtless on here. Even as a woman, you can go topless. You can really be completely naked on here. You're not gonna see anything crazy, but you know, as you can see, she does not have a shirt, so we're gonna give her a top. As you can see, it doesn't matter what you select. All these are available for male and female. Everything you see, because you never actually select male or female. You do under the profile, but you can select that no matter what, you know. Now look, okay, now notice this. Okay, I'm going to that square on the right hand side, right? You see where I'm at? Where I'm at the top, where I'm at her chest parts. I go to that red square, I hit triangle. Okay, copy, I'm gonna hit X. Then I'm gonna go to her waist. I'm gonna hit triangle on that square where it's black and paste. That way my clothes match, right? I could delete that because you can't see it anywhere. So there's that little tool you use to match colors. If you want to match colors, there's also highlight. This basically makes clothes like shiny if you want the texture to be different. It's going to be defaulted at 25. So you have that basically. Now as you can see, you have 4 attires, right? Well, you don't. Now watch this. When I go to this one, all of a sudden I'm a man, right? I'm somebody else. Okay, so that's a little bit ridiculous, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where it says 1, go to that square, hit triangle, hit X on copy, go to 2, hit triangle again, and hit paste. Now I have the same attire twice. So now I can change the color of this attire, make her wear something completely different if I want to, different hairstyle, whatever. I can do that, right? So You know, and then also I already talked about this, change the size of any of your body parts. I tend to make females with smaller hands and smaller forearms. You know, that way they look more like women. You know, depending on what type of woman I have, I can have a woman with big muscles if I want to. Now let's talk about something else, right? Let's get into parts, you know, like let's say I want to create a shirt, right? I'm going back down the waist. I hit triangle to go to shirts. Okay, now I'm going to go to where it says tights, so that I can hit triangle to match that color, right? Now you hit triangle and you can go up here and hit pattern. You know, basically there's logos I can put on my waist. You know, this goes for any body part. But what if I want a championship belt around her waist, right? You go to belts. Now you have to manufacture these championship belts. You take something like that, make it black. Each one of these have layers. Yeah, you're right. It's a little time consuming, but it's kind of how they made this game. So there you have it. I'm wearing a championship belt. Okay. Now, what if I want... See, as you can see, you see pattern up there, right? I can add like something. That's actually body hair, so I don't, you know. You can put like logos on your clothes if you want. You know, put something on there that looks close enough to whatever it is I want it to be. Whatever, right? What if I want her t-shirt to have sleeves? You're going to go to upper arm, hit triangle again, and go to shirts. See, now that shirt is not a shirt with sleeves, as you can see. So we're going to go to chest. Give her something like that, right? Again, copy paste to upper arm. There we go. Now I have a t-shirt, right? Now, knee pads. You want to go to thigh. No, you don't want to go to thigh. I'm sorry. You want to go to calf, actually. As you can see, you have to manufacture your boots. Now, one thing, knee pads don't have a back part for whatever reason. You know, I don't know what's up with that, but they don't. So, you know, I got my character right here. Let's make her knee pads match her, you know, her outfit, if we want to do that. So look, there's our character. That's basically how you would make a character's look without taking too long, you know, have a good understanding for it. If you have any questions about Create a Wrestler, I'll answer it. I may even do another video in the future. You know, change her hair color to brown. Now when you change her hair color, or change her hairstyle, the hair color will stay the same, you know, regardless. See, as you can see, but I don't want to, I want to leave it at that. Now, you also have your fighting stance, right? You go to stance. You have all these different options. You have a good amount of options on here. So you have that, right? Whoops. I made her a giant. Anyway, that's a basic tutorial of your Create a Wrestler. Now, we're gonna go to hand. Let's say, what if I'm creating a boxer, right? There we go, you have boxing gloves. Right? Because you can box in this game, basically. So, that's why you would have this on there. Or, I could use MMA gloves if I want to be an MMA fighter. Or whatever, right? So there you go. That's a basic understanding on Create a Wrestler. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I just wanted to do that. Again, you can have up to 4 tires. Now first you have to select how many. You would select those. Now when I go to 3, watch what happens. I'm not even the same person anymore. So really you can create 4 different characters with the same moveset and the same attributes and the same name. If you want to take that route, like if you want the Ninja Turtles on here or something like that. Whatever. And again, triangle, copy. Then I go over there, I hit triangle again and hit paste. And then, now, let's say my first character, see, she looks like that. Second character looks like this. Okay. My third character, maybe I don't want her to wear a belt on that one, right? Maybe number 2 is my entrance attire, and I want her to have a belt to the ring, because you can do that on here. You can select which attire is the entrance attire, and you go to entrance craft. Anyway, that's a basic understanding on Create a Wrestler in this game. Thanks for watching. We're going to drop some more videos on this game and some other games as well.